Hey, this is Phil with Behringer. How are you doing today? I want to talk to you about the X-Air app, and it's got a ton of really great features in it. But the one I want to talk about today is a short little video on compression. And there's a couple of really interesting controls that happen with compression. And basically, compression is like the name says. It compresses the spikes in a signal so that it's a more even sound. And where this comes into play a lot, it can be on like vocals or something like that, where you don't want the vocals popping out over the place and real loud, and you just have the vocals sound nice and smooth. A compressor can help with that. And if you look at the screen here, here's my input channel, and over here I can just go to compressor, I can turn it on, and what happens is there's a couple of controls that really make a difference. One is the ratio, and that's a constant ratio. So I set a ratio of dB, so it's going to be compressing at a certain level of dB per dB of input. All that basically means is it's going to keep a constant rate of compression against the signal that's coming in. So right now I have it set to 3:1, and you can see I'm just getting compressed just a little bit here. If I pop in a little bit, you'll see it there. So the things that are important are the attack, the hold, and the release times. The attack is how fast do you want that compressor to take effect once it crosses the threshold, which is this control here. As you'll see, if I bring down the threshold, you'll see that red bar. That's how much I'm being compressed. And if I bring it up here, I'm not being compressed at all. Okay, so that's the threshold. The attack time is once I'm starting to be compressed, is how fast do I want it to compress right away, and you see the red light there can jump in, or do I want it to be more kind of relaxed and take its time with compression, which can be handy for if there's a lot of soft singing and you don't want it to hard compress right away, you can come in and just have it as a light attack. The hold time is once it crosses that threshold, how long do you want the compressor to hold on to that note or that audio? So that's a hold time that you can increase or decrease at will to see how long you want it to compress. And then the release time is once that signal gets back under that level where it was peaking, how quickly do you want the compressor to release and let go of the audio so it can get on with the rest of the track? So threshold is when do you want the compressor to kick in. Attack is how fast do you want the compressor to kick in. Hold is how long do you want the compressor to hold on to audio. And release time is once the level of the audio gets back below that threshold, how fast do you want it to release. So right now, let's just say I have 3:1 compression ratio, which is kind of typical for a vocal. If I take this and I move it up just to make an exaggeration, I'm going to move it up to 5, and I'm going to bring this threshold down. And you can hear my voice is just kind of really getting squashed now and hard to understand. And that's typically what it sounds like when you use too much compression. You should really use compression like salt, just a little bit. Because if you put too much salt in it, you can't take it out. If you put too much compression in that track and you've recorded that way, you can't take it out. So you really want to be judicious with your amount of compression. So basically, like I said, it's a handy tool to have to use for vocals and things like that. It's got 4 main controls: threshold, attack, hold, and release. And that's a little bit about compression on the X-Air products here. I hope you've gained a little bit of knowledge, and we have more videos coming. Thanks for watching.